What is the threatening of myself deceased? Well, I do not know you mentally ill. That means you diagnosed somebody with mental illness, and I've had other diagnoses. I had a diagnosis of a knee injury, and I had a surgery on the knee, and it got better. I was able to go back to playing tennis. Yeah, but when I got the diagnosis for mental illness, I wasn't able to tell them that I didn't need the diagnosis, and I was ready to leave. Well, you get that problem. So it went on like that for 20 years. 20 years. Do you know anybody else with a diagnosis of mental illness that lasted for 20 years? Do you know that the diagnosis still lasts? The police still ask me if I have a diagnosis and if I'm on any medication. Let's say this year they asked me that. Yes, but I am not mentally ill. I am deceased right here. That means I'm not going to the hospital anymore for the diagnosis you've been asking about. Police. So what are you going to do now? You still don't believe in me? What are the consequences to yourself if you don't believe in me now? Let's say you don't know. What if you find out some way? What if you find out some way that there are consequences to that? You diagnosed me with mental illness, and it turned out that I didn't have any mental illness that was true to myself, witnesses myself to myself. How are you going to find that out? I'm taking the Godhead out of the order. Well, it will not be in the order of alive, and then you don't have alive that way, and that's how you're going to find out. So that'll be in the afterlife in Superior Founder. When you don't see alive anymore, then you'll find out how and why you don't see alive anymore. So right now, I guess it's just waiting. But why is it waiting this way? I mean, because that's you needing to see the afterlife right now to find out if you're going to do something for me that's due to myself so that you have a life to yourself. If you don't want to pay for it, you can always just go to jail. You can't say it's equal that I don't have what I need for myself while you're in public would be equal to that I don't have what I need for myself, you're not giving me what I need for myself, and you go to jail for that reason. Because I can go on with my life whether I have what I need or not, and you can go on with your life in jail. For those of you still waiting for the afterlife to find out when you don't see alive anymore, why you don't see alive anymore, and why you're still having afterlife review of what happened in alive. And then what if you didn't know? Because you might find out something in the afterlife you didn't know in alive. And then I would say you're responsible for that you didn't know and that you should have known or you should have been elsewhere's not involved. That means you didn't move yourself away from something that was just not meant for you and your prejudice.